Hey everybody, hoy a todos indigo keo. Okay, so I did find some videos. I know you all have heard of Bob Marley, but I did want to refresh people's memories and show things and interviews that he's had. And these are short clips. So if you do want to look into it, you would have to click into the link to see the full interviews of what he talks about. Let's go and check this out.
Often refer to the Bible, but many of the young people who are coming to your concert don't believe in the Bible anymore.
Because the way they've been taught about the Bible, that is not the way of the Bible. If the preacher read the Bible and tell you that you have to die to go to heaven, then he's not reading the Bible. Because the Bible tells you you have to live in a heaven. You don't die and go to heaven, you have to live in heaven. If I was living in that world where the everyday interpretation of the Bible go on, then I would have eaten the Bible too. But now that we have found the right way of the Bible, then the Bible is to be loved, because the Bible is a record of man creation. Them have some material things and them want to captivate your mind and tell you, say, well, you have to work and put you on pension and him keep it all. So Herb make you look for yourself, and instead of you want to work for the man, you want to be one of the man too. Not in the sense of how him is, but in the sense of why should you have to bow to these things.
People are associated with drugs and the trafficking of marijuana and violence, police arrests.
Man, them crucified Christ, remember? Christ was a Christian and them crucified Christ, saying is not what it is.
But people are associated with drugs and the trafficking of marijuana and violence, police arrests.
Man, them crucified Christ, remember? Christ was a Christian and them crucified Christ, saying is not what it is. Politics divide and rule. Politics don't show people God. Politics tell you that somebody can do something fair, you know. What we know is God that do everything. So the best man to deal with is God. When you deal with God, you don't deal with politics. I deal with myself. I feel like I rule the earth. I don't care which part of earth to run this. I don't have no fear. Go anywhere. God, if something can corrupt you, then you're corrupted already.
Bob, how important is the ganja to arrest the man?
Ganja is a bird. This is herb.
Herb. Does it matter to you that it's still against the law here in Jamaica?
Every law is illegal.
Every law is illegal?
Every government upon the face of this earth today is illegal.
If you want to read, you can pause.
There is the people who did it who want it and know says for them one, which is the truth, the right to live. You know, which when you check the right to live is to have the right vibe. The right vibe come from Rasta, you know, because it's just said come, it not come another way, it really come from Rasta, the head. That means this is where all people must really deal with, because them themselves I try find the way. Every day them get up and look on the TV, them read the newspaper, them want to see the truth. But them can't see the truth, because the truth will not be found there. That is why the man said this revolution will be telepathic.
So the revolution will be telepathic. I can see that. So I did want to show you these short clips. I know who doesn't know Bob Marley? And of course, a lot of things that he says were very knowledgeable. I have to say, a lot of the things that he says, I believe it. Imagine they wanted this man dead. Like, who could hate this man? Who and why? It's so sad that just because you want to speak truth, you get persecuted. You get killed for it. Persecution can also mean harassment. These types of things, the fact that he would speak and tell and try to help people to wake up to reality and say, this is what's going on. Wake up and smell the coffee. He was trying to help others to realize what's really going on. And I love the fact in one of the shorts he says that all politicians are illegal. And it's true. They are. He doesn't believe in any politics. And I agree with him. If you really think about it, it's like you're joining a gang that you're forced to pick. Another clip that he has with a lady that interviews him. It is on YouTube, but the way he explains it to her and the way she tries to come at him, you can tell she was angry, trying to find some type of way to get him to mess up in the interview. And he just spoke the truth of what it is. Another clip he also said was he talks about the Bible, how people shouldn't have to die to make it to heaven. They should be alive to make it to heaven. So you live to go to heaven. And if I recall, they also have that in the book where they do have Elijah, where he did not die and he went to heaven without dying. Everything he says, very accurate to me. So whether they choose to believe or they choose not to believe, it's up to them. This is exactly why I don't believe in any type of politics. Would never want to put my trust in them. I'd rather put my trust in God. You see it for the way you see it. If you want to see through it, you see through it. If you don't want to see through it and live a fabricated life where it's all of a lie, then you live a life that's all a lie and it's fabricated. I do have this small channel. I don't honestly, it doesn't matter to me if this small channel blows up or if it stays small, it's fine. This channel is actually to reach out to people that want to believe and see the truth of it. If anyone else would like to see it, that's great. If they don't want to see what it is, at least I tried. It's up to a person if they're willing to have an ear to hear it. And we can't force nobody to believe in things. We cannot force anybody. We can encourage them, we could pray for them, but we cannot force people to believe. The only way that we can encourage people is by showing them what's going on, and it's up to them whether they want to continue seeing this video or not see the videos. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about the video about Marley. Do you believe in his knowledge and his wisdom that God gave him? I'll see you next time. Peace.